G'day, Strategic here. You're probably wondering what this great big massive mess is. Just ignore this. This is my Star Wars deck that I've been running recently. It's a smuggler's deck. Lots of coolness, but just got crushed actually recently at a store comp by capture deck for the dark side. Anyway, I didn't know what's in the box, except I screwed it up and there was just no way I could remove my name and address from the video, so I'm going to do it manually. First thing we got is Goblins, Drool and Fairies Rule. This is a game that I absolutely adore. I got to play it at a convention back yonks ago, before it even had a publisher. And, oh, there's paper all over the ground. It's basically this cool little rhyming game. So each card has goblins on one side and fairies on the other, and they all have these matching symbols, like, mushrooms here, suns, and they've got these weird little names, and you've got to like match the rhymes and match between the names. Like this one's called Willow Sue, and this one called Nervous Nelly, Vermin Vermilici, whatever. Anyway, you got to kind of match the rhymes and match the symbols, and when you do, the cards flip over out of the offer. There's like 4 or 5 cards in the offer, and when you take fairies, you've got to take them into your hand and you've got to replace them. So you've got to flip all the cards over, and every time you flip a card, so if these two were like that and you did it, they would flip like that. You know what I mean? So this one would turn into a goblin. This one, so not this one because it's moon and mushroom, but this one would turn into a goblin and this one would turn into a fairy. So you've got to try and get all the cards to flip up to the same side, and the fairy side at that, and take them into your hand. Awesome little game, really simple. It's got awesome sort of Dr. Seuss style rhyming that you say aloud as you play, and hopefully my niece is going to love this game, and if not, I'll love it. So there. So that's Goblins, Drool, Fairies Rule. Nice. And I also got Lords of Scotland. Now this is a game that a lot of people really like, but not many people have played because it has atrocious card art. I mean really bad card art. Look at I don't care. That is terrible. So a lot of people pass this game by because of the card art and the very terribly boring looking box, but don't let it fool you. This is a fantastic game, an absolute, I don't want to use the word masterpiece, but this is great. You cannot make a card game that fits in a box like this better than this. This is just, this is like tissue or, bottle imp or something. This is a fantastic game. Now I actually have a version of this game which is in the printers at the moment because I hated the card art so much that I've made my own version. I'll show you an image of that and I'll show you it when it's finished, but I really wanted to buy the original just because I felt scummy copying my own version and not buying the version from Z-Man. Right, so here are the cards that I actually made for this game. Now, you can see they're horizontal. I actually made 2 sets of cards. One is horizontal, like the ones you're seeing, and then there's another set, which is the same set, which is got the vertical stripes, kind of like the originals, because they're actually pretty cool, even though, I don't know which one I prefer, so I just printed out both and I'll see how it goes. These, again, will be printed out at printerstudio.com. And yeah, so these are the new cards. Going with my theory that anything in space is better, I call it Lords of Dimension 63. Boom, boom, boom. Now the character art is sourced from Google, so I just can't release these files, unfortunately. There's no way I can get in touch with all the artists. I don't think Z-Man will be very happy either. But still, I kind of think they're pretty cool, and hopefully they'll look good when they're printed out. Now, the last couple of cards you're going to see, one is the player token, the sort of grey one, and the very last card is the card backs. But yeah, so that's my custom set of Lords of Scotland, Lords of Dimension 63, and I will get back to the rest of the video. Okay, I also got a Kickstarter in. Woo, Ancient Terrible Things. It came with a promo. Now, I didn't get anything extra with this one. This is actually the first Kickstarter I ever you know, got into. Nice sturdy box. This is basically Alien Frontiers, but sort of horror themed. And unlike Alien Frontiers, it uses cards. It's still got card docks and all that kind of stuff. Dice docks, beg your pardon. But it uses a variable setup for cards, you know, like so the board gets randomized and the board changes. You actually win cards rather than having set locations to do things. It's light. It's a light game, and I expect it to be quite fun, and the theme and the art, everything is fantastic. This was the first thing I kickstarted, and, or it might have been the second, but it was one of the first I ever kickstarted, and I think it's going to be really, really great, and I just love the name of the company, The Pleasant Company. Pleasant Company Games, because, I mean, that's what games are about, having, you know, pleasant company. I think it's a great... I really dig this guy, this dude, these two dudes who ran the Kickstarter. Like, they seemed really cool. And yeah, really great game. I'll probably do a video on how that all works once, you know, I know. Okay, so what else have we got? Talking about Alien Frontier, I got the Alien Frontier upgrade pack. Now, as you might know, there's an Alien Frontier... This upgrade pack's been around for a while. There was an Alien Frontier Kickstarter, right? And the Kickstarter, because I already have Alien Frontier, so I decided to just get, you know, the new cards, the additional cards. But after, you know, a year or something of the Kickstarter been going, I started thinking, oh, you know, I really wish I got everything. And so I bought manually from the store, I've ordered the new board and the rocket dice and the upgraded components. So it's actually ended up costing me more than the original Kickstarter, which really sucked. So if I got the original Kickstarter, and I'll just end up with two versions of the game, one I could give away, and now I've got, you know, all these extra things I won't need. So it's really annoying. So that's a typical example of the Kickstarter looking a kind of, you know, you just... Yeah, I just feel bad. I just didn't want to buy two of the same game, but now I wish I did, because I ended up spending the same money, well, actually more money. Anyway, so these are replacements for the domes. I don't know if you know Alien Frontiers, but that's the, I think that's the repulsor dome. Maybe that, you know, I can't remember off the top of my head. They're the three domes. And the cool little, and they've got these new cool little, arcologies. Instead of the arcologies being, you know, just like a little round piece of wood, they have like little domed cities, you know, Brainiac style. And that's really cool, and it looks like they do have the purple dice, so it looks like they've got all the factions in here, because there was an extra player added in one of the expansions. Don't think you can play this game with more than that. But there is something in here, I don't know what the hell it is. This little, there's one popped out, but this is like a little, I don't know what this is for, like, I have to find out what the hell that's for. I guess that's, I really don't know what that's for, so I'll have to ask. Well, I'll tell you. One set of Discover tokens, whatever the hell a Discover token is, I don't actually know. So, whatever. Anyway, so that's Alien Frontiers, the first of the Alien Frontier upgrade stuff that I got. Then I got the new expansion for Seasons. See, these are all open because I've done this video already. New expansion for Seasons. I love this. Is one of my favorite games. I love it. I play it a lot online at Board Game Arena. New tokens, new fancy stuff. We got like little lock icons where you can lock power abilities, and you know, you got some new board powers. Nice tokens. Bunch of new cards. Awesome. And there's a new function in the game with this dice, which the dice is cool, but I don't know, I have to play with it really to test it, but it seems very powerful. Basically, you can choose to roll this dice instead of activating your own dice's ability, and everyone can do that, and you just score masses of VPs with it, or you can score whatever, you know, little summoning gauge. But it's like, if one person rolls the dice, then everyone needs to roll the dice at some point. Because you can't just let people roll this dice. And there's already a problem in Seasons where there isn't enough time in the Seasons to get all your cards out already. You know, you can really end up... I don't know. It's an interesting mechanic, and it's a lovely new die. But I'm more interested actually in the new cards. But still, Seasons is a fantastic game and one I really recommend to everybody. Okay, what else we got? The Pillow Bug expansion for Hive. Now, Hive is a game that I play quite a lot. Very, very good. It comes in this beautiful little travel case. You can actually get a pocket version, which is even more compact. But I always I take this down to the cafe, down near the beach, and I play it with my brother, and we look like pretentious sods. But it's a great game, and this is a new bug called the Pillow Bug. Now, I'm not quite sure exactly how it works. I think he can move other people's pieces. But yeah, a new bug to play with. Awesome. Now, I hope they don't add too many of these bugs. Like, it's great to have a new bug, but at the same time, if they add too many new bugs, it's going to get a little bit, crazy. So hopefully they'll keep that under control. Okay, so now we get into some actual hardcore ones. This is Taji, which is a game that I've been playing tons on a board game website called Utica. And I didn't know about it until my friend introduced it to me, and it's fantastic. And I've since found out that this is up for the Dice Tower 2-Player Game of the Year award, and I can see why. It is fantastic, and it's non-confrontational. It's just, you just play it. There's no battling. So what you do, you have these this outline area is set, and the cards in the middle, like these three here, they replace. They get new ones are dealt out. And what you do, you put three little meeples down, 1, 2, 3, and where they intersect, so down here and then across here. So one goes here because it's intersecting, one goes here because it's intersecting with that guy. You place these little, cylinders, and then you can use them. Now, what's interesting is if you place it in this column, the white guy cannot place theirs in that column. So there's a lot of blocking and getting in the way of the opponent. So it's really a worker placement game at heart, but it's set collection. So what you want to do is you want to get resources and money, which is the most valuable, and use that to buy cards. Like this card here is a tent. So you want to get tents and camels and oases and whatever, palm trees. But anyway, fantastic game. Like seriously good game. And finally, we have whatever. And this is a really cool game that I've actually already owned, but I gave it away to a friend on a whim, and now I want it back. Some new people have joined my gaming group recently, and they're very hardcore Euro gamers. So I picked up this and Caravana and some of Taji, some of the old Euro games that I've since sold, just because we never got to play them. But this one I really like this game. There's a great review by Ryan Metzler you should check out. Basically, you play like ants, and you've got to build your ant empire, and down here you've got your seasons, and you've got to collect food, and really cool game. Very cool game. So that is the least, the new additions. Now, I'd just like to say what's going on with the play. Oh, my phone's ringing. Okay, so I'm back. I can't remember what I was saying, but that's the new stuff. And don't worry, the Galactic Defenders, or whatever it's called, is going to continue. We're still going to do it. It's just that my friends really wanted to play it, and we had a long weekend in Australia recently, so we played like that whole game. We played like the entire campaign. It was awesome. But I just haven't set it up again, and there's lots of stuff going on. But, it's just like all my other plays. I always finish them, well, most of them. So, yeah, just expect it soon. Anyway, new games, lots of stuff to play for me, lots of fun, and I will see you for Galaxy Defenders soon.